Phoenix Online, producers of The Silver Lining and its companion paper, The Four Winds, proudly present the Hassan and Graham radio show.
Hassan and Graham show. He's the captain of your dreams in a sexy boat collar. Okay, that's it.
Hassan and Graham take your call.
On line one, who are you?
Read your emails. Pour through your garbage for invasive tidbits about your life. And engage in marginalizing banter about your hopes and dreams. Also, mermaids! Not to mention Frederick and the weather and traffic. Fortune Hunter Madam Mushka with our dream analysis. And Baba Yaga's recipe of the week.
Keep your star on till morning, my friend.
55.5 POGD.
Welcome back from commercial break. Did you find Frederick?
Yeah, he's back. It took him a little tiny. What's the beef with the sour cream over egg noodles?
Oh, Raymond.
No. Beef with the sour cream over egg noodles. What's it called?
Hamburger helper.
No. Beef with sour cream over egg noodles. What's it called? The beef.
Stroganoff.
Stroganoff.
That's it.
Wanted some of that. So.
Oh, good. All right. Well.
He brought it. I have it now.
Oh, great. You know, it would be a lot easier if we figured out some verbal way of him to communicate.
I think you should stop putting your system of judgment on everyone else.
You know what? You caught me there.
We communicate just fine, sire, with our hearts.
You know what? You caught me there, and I owe you and Frederick, both of you, my sincerest apology.
You do. Let's take another call.
All right.
I heard Valenice had a run-in with the werebear in the battle, but was it knocked his fur off? What did she do to him?
Let me tell you about something. That woman can knock the fur off of the sturdiest creature. I don't even know how to...
So I've heard. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
I think we should take another call.
Well, my wife is a very brave woman.
She sure is. Daring like you wouldn't believe.
And stern and stout as well.
Yeah, and you wouldn't... I am impressed by her ability to take on risk.
So why don't we take another caller?
Sure.
Hey, I know that you've been talking about Ooga Booga, but have you actually been there yourself? Stories are one thing, but pale in comparison to experience.
Have you been listening? Hassan has talked.
Well, sometimes when they're in the queue, they don't hear.
Oh,
live.
You know what? They were on hold on the show.
Right. Yeah. So yes, okay. I've actually been to Ooga Booga, and it is nothing like the experience itself. If you want to go, I say go. I think there are plenty of other places you can go, and you can actually experience a little bit of Ooga Booga right here this time of year.
Oh, also, I hear there's a new section in the Four Winds that's going to be starting soon called the Globe Trekker. You can go there to learn all about your travel needs among the 7 Isles.
It's true. Globe Trekker. I hardly know her. All right.
All right.
You know, Frederick just motioned. He's still hearing the noises out in the lobby.
Oh, it wasn't him.
Yeah, it wasn't him. So, you and I were talking during the commercial break about pirates.
Well, yes, maybe it's a pirate.
You didn't actually know that I have been a privateer on occasion, and you were asking me how we tell each other apart.
Well, right. I mean, I just assumed everyone flew the same Jolly Roger.
No. I mean, we disguise ourselves as fishermen sometimes. Like I said, I wear many disguises and do many things. Pirates can tell each other apart by their tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, each pirate has a distinctive tattoo, which it includes their rank. And it also includes the vessel that they serve upon. Queen Anne's Revenge, for example, had a very specific tattoo for William Teach. I do not require tattoos on my boat because I am not a full-time privateer.
No, you did tell me that one story about that time that you found the boat that was lost in the mists. That you actually found it, and it was manned entirely by monkeys.
Yes.
And then it led you to an isle that was inhabited by nothing but monkeys.
That is true. I have spent time on an island inhabited entirely by monkeys, a monkey island of sorts, and I had to go up against a pirate named LeChuck, and no matter how many times I defeated him, he would come back in various ways.
It's amazing. It's an amazing story.
I've done a lot of things. I've worn a lot of costumes and done a lot of things.
Why don't we take another caller?
I'm getting closer. You can't stop me. Nothing can stop me once I put my mind to something.
You know, that's a good quality to have.
That is, because
you put your mind to something, you can accomplish anything.
That's right. Good for you, caller.
You know, there was a time when I was was very close to the young teenage boy named Marty. And I told him, when you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And we actually built a device, much not like a boat that goes on land, that could travel through time.
One that's pulled by horses?
No, it had its own sort of fiery mechanical engine, I believe.
Oh, like magic?
Yes, and it was called a DeLorean. It was...
DeLorean?
Yes, and I told him if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Great Scott.
Yes.
All right, why don't we take the next caller?
Mm-hmm.
This is Dr. Cadaver, reminding everyone to watch where they are walking. Don't go falling into any open graves trick-or-treating, as I am fresh out of backbones.
That's a really good point. Be careful when you're out there. Watch your feet. Cobblestones are slippery at night.
Oh, and if you're wearing a mask as part of your costume, be sure to cut eye holes very wide so you can see in your peripheral.
Right.
Put reflective tape on all your clothing. Mm-hmm. And here's a tip for when you're carving pumpkins.
Just the tip doesn't count, though.
That's right, but just the same. Did you know that if you just, instead of cutting the top off your pumpkin, if you cut the bottom off instead, you can put the pumpkin over the candle.
Yeah. Safety first.
Then you can just light it and put the... I never knew that. I've been cutting the tops out of my pumpkins for a whole life. I read an article the other day that mentioned that you just cut the bottom out instead.
Right. That's right.
Oh, so just another tip for all you listeners out there.
I'm here now. I see you. Time to meet your end.
Okay, there's only one window in here.
All right, so the person that's sneaking in, we're looking right at the window.
I can see you on your cell phone. I can see, just come into the studio. Come into the studio.
You might as well come in.
Just come into the studio.
All right, he's not playing along. Why don't you know what? Do you still have that cape from one of those costumes you have?
Well, I don't know if I'm just going to use it now. I guess. I mean, here.
Well, here, just give me the cape.
Here.
And take this mallet.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to throw the cape over him. You beat him about the body with the mallet.
Why don't I just stab him through the cape?
Well, because we want to know who he is. What his backstory is.
Really want to stab him through the cape.
Listen, the Polonius effect won't work every time.
Okay, well...
You know, you got to sometimes switch it up a bit.
I read that whole damn play. All right, here we go.
We'll be expecting that.
Frederick, herd him in here. We'll throw the...
All right. Come on in. We don't know you're coming.
Cape.
And get the hammer. All right, you got him. No. All right. Now, we'll lift the cape up, and you tell us who you are.
It's Old Man Carruthers, who was guarding the shack the whole time, and you would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for us kids and that Frederick.
Hold on a second. The Old Man Carruthers mask is really a fake. Let's pull that off. Caesar?
I wanted to see what it felt like to be in one of my games. See if it is as thrilling in real life.
I don't know how you had time to stalk us when you're just gallivanting around the world all the time, but
seriously, you must have the best job ever. I always see updates from all over the way.
Photos of you, like, I'm in a hot tub here in this foreign land, and I'm over here doing crazy, wild, adventurous things.
You know what, though?
What?
He's living our dream.
That's right. He's out there not allowing fear to take hold of him. I would suggest, though, dress up as other people and kind of usurp their lives. It's
What's
great... Giving him a tip.
Doesn't count.
What have we learned from this? We need that our king needs better security and a save game option in case this ever happens again. So, folks, I want you all to have a safe and happy Halloween out there. And just remember, if something seems a little bit off about your significant other, it might be your favorite swarthy boat captain giving you his own personal Halloween treat.
I'm going to pretend I know what that means. All right, everyone, have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, and go out and play Cognition, even though I'm not included.
Oh, yes, Cognition is great. Especially, I've heard of this character called Robert Goodman.
I hate him.
He sounds very fascinating, very interesting backstory.
Yeah.
You're going to want to find out more about him.
Lobby to get Hassan in Cognition, everybody.
Oh, yes. The Cognition Hassan Kickstarter campaign.
Let's get that going.
All right.
Everybody else has a Kickstarter. Why not Hassan?
Hassan Kickstarter. Let's do it.
All right, let's you want Frederick Frederick and Caesar, what the hell? I don't know what they're doing out there, but they've become fast friends.
Oh, hopscotch.
Is that what that is?
That's hopscotch.
That's hopscotch. I didn't see the lines on the ground. All right, it's good for them.
Well, they can pretend if you don't have chalk to draw with.
Good.
Don't
Good.
let that stop you, fellas.
Use your imagination, boys.
All
right, everybody have a safe and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What's my adventurer's cap?
That's my adventurer's cap.
You walked in through that door like a million times before. Could you tell me all the things you've seen? I've got to let it go, but seems some joker up there knows, and he's just playing with his figurine. All our plans are